participants from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Tennessee's offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle on offense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Volunteers will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The LSU Tigers offense will go to work for the first time today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make the play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
One thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. To the ground with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw for it. Finds his tight end. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Under fire. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Quarterbacks and receivers have got to be on the same page with respect to hot routes and sight adjustments. And those always happen when DBs come blitzing and they come running free like that. You can't put that one on the offensive line. That's on the QB and his receiver not being on the same page.
He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break.
They get him a rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we can name.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. And the Vols will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Fires to the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out. Excellent job walking through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was paid him.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune margin this time around. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Great pickup as they'll... Drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off of the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They are... for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
To the air on first down. A strike downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
And that's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Grab behind the line. It's Hayes. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
It's caught. At the 40, there he goes. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
They're working that left side. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
LSU quick to the line. He wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver. Ball, and it'll be second down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Going for 6. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
You got to love this job by the defense here in their own end. They're doing an outstanding job in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. Everybody's getting to their marks. They're breaking on the ball, and they forced 3 straight incompletions here with their backs against the wall.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, LSU! Fit it in the window for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. An 84-yard drive there, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got his man downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. The Vols will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? The short hands, it's Hayes. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Volunteers have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to throw on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the catch on the left. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Well, LSU receivers are... for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass. Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this, still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making back.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble on the defense got it. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
He'll pull it on the read. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? It'll be third and long. Defense in press coverage. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Give to the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield on first down. Puts it out of the air. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And now they've moved into the red zone. trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wants to throw again. The throw to the outside is complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
Ain't no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football. But you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Vols want to move quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Complete in the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Wants to go up top on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Motion from the wideout. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Using the quick game.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, LSU! And they turn it into a defensive score. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
How about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
This might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They
reels it in down the left side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play can decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
Thanks so much.